Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. Up this side, so I want that header right there, and it's the Draper Stream 900. That's the one that I've already got right there. I want another one of these, and we want this one to go all the way up to 17 kilometers an hour. We've got 198,000 at the moment, so I'm going to buy that one, and that leaves me with just under 140 grand left. So I come out of there, and I just want to see what the combine is. I know that I can't afford the combine just yet. I'm hoping I can by the morning. 300,000. I might not actually be able to afford the combine by the morning, in which case we're going to be a little bit stuck. Oh, let's not forget, though, that we have the milk up here that we'll be able to sell. So we will see how we get on with that. But we've got milk that we can sell, as well as what we're doing right here. So we will start speeding time up again. We are 6 o'clock. As soon as it gets to 7 o'clock, because I don't think we can sleep yet. Oh, yeah, see, we're not tired. As soon as it gets to 7 o'clock, I think we can be classed as tired, and we can lay our weary head down to rest. 143. I forget how much we get in an hour, but I'm thinking that's going to take us up pretty close to 200,000. Maybe a little bit more. So I am going to be short of some money. I need... Yeah, I don't want... I'm sort of seriously looking at another loan and taking this up higher. I'm on 440. I want to repay this loan. I don't want to keep taking more out. Okay, let's get some sleep. 14 hours of sleep. So there's 159, 60, 70,000. There's 80,000, 90. And now it's raining, which means I'm on 200,000. Let me slow that down. So it's first thing in the morning. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly 9 o'clock every day, does it? And I'll go over here. So it's literally about to start raining. So I'm not going to start the harvest yet. And if you have a look in here, all of the transport company drivers have taken the day off to practice for the Farming Simulator League. Milk pickup will be available tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's literally about to start raining. I can get going with the grass in here, but again, it's about to start raining, which is not very helpful because I wanted to make hay. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave the grass, I'm going to leave the hay, I'm going to leave all of it, and I am just going to sit here and I'm going to fast forward through an entire day. The 30,000 litres there, I'm just going to hope that that's going to be enough to tide us over. We've got 51 cows. We get a new cow every 30 hours, so every day and a half at the moment. We get another one in 6 hours. So we'll have 52 cows soon. Number of cows is increasing. But with that rain on there, I really don't think we'd have had time. Like, how long does it wait? Like, seriously, we've got at the moment, that's been good 2 hours. What we get? We started about 9:15. It's now 11 o'clock. Still hasn't started raining, despite the fact it says it's imminent. This seems wrong. Well, hindsight is a wonderful thing. It's 12:30. It still hasn't started raining, despite the fact it says it's going to. We could have harvested. We could have replanted. 12:00. Right? We could have actually done that. We could have done the grass. We could have done the harvest. We could have replanted. We could have got the whole lot in before it started raining. Just the same as it promised that it was going to rain. It's now promised that it's going to stop raining, and it's been raining and raining. Although it now seems to have finished. Seriously? We've got the rain thing has come up again. There's no knowing if that means it's going to rain immediately or if it's going to rain in hours and hours and hours time. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to start the harvest. I want to be able to get the whole thing done all at once. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to sell all of that 17,000 litres of milk, which gets me 42 grand, which means that I can at least buy the new combine. And now I'm going to have to sit here and wait once again for another whole day to go by. We should have just enough hay and silage. If we don't, we'll go into consuming some of that little bit of grass that we've got left over there. But quite frankly, I don't care. I'm not going to start... Yeah, and this time it started at 10:30, so I was it was right this time round. And now it's going to rain again for an entire day, because that's what it does every time. While I wait for the rain to pass, I will at least buy myself my new combine. So I don't even know what I did with the last one. Did I go for wide tires? I'm going to go with wide tires on this one. I'm not going to have a GPS. I'm just going to buy that one like that. There we go. Probably I didn't go with wide tires on the other one. I think I went with standards. Don't really know. And I'm going to get that one hooked on and sort of set up so that then we are ready to go tomorrow with our harvest. Considering how much money we've got already and how long we're going to be waiting for this rain to finish, we are going to be able to afford another tractor. Now, what I'm thinking is that we buy a fairly cheap tractor, a bit like this, so that we've got 3 tractors working the arable farm, and then I've got 1 tractor that we're going to keep permanently over at the other farm, over at the cattle. We'll keep that one permanently there, so that we've got one that we can use for doing the grass and feeding the animals and stuff like that. The only thing that we can't do is move material from the storage to the actual cattle with just this one, because we don't have a trailer for it at the moment. And the only trailer that we have got is on the truck. I mean, it doesn't take long for the truck to get from where we, from the main yard over to the cattle. So it's not like it's a major hardship or anything, but it does take a little bit of time. Now, hopefully we're not going to get any more rain. Like, we had rain all day yesterday, and then we had to, we went overnight, and it was fine, and then we had rain all day again today. I'm hoping that's it for rain. I get this one over here, I jump back home, I get a bit of sleep, and we can get started with the harvest. And we can also get started with the mowing over here, because, we got a nice big field here to cut now. It'd be great if we could actually make use of some of these machines. I'm going to make hay. I'm going to turn that grass into hay right there. And we just have a look in here. So we've only got 6,000 litres left. We are very nearly runned it out, but it's still ticking along. Yeah, we can't sell the stuff at the moment because it's a bit too late in the day. I want to see our grain now is like really super ripe. If we were playing with withering on, we would have serious problems with withering about to happen. But we're not, so we're all right on that front, at least. I'll just get up to 7 o'clock, and I'm going to slow time down before I get the sleep, and then I'll have the sleep with the 14 hours to take us to just past 9. Stopped raining. Get 100,000 from property income. There, we've now got 100,000. And I don't know if we can afford another tractor yet, but I'm going to now jump over to you, right next to this one. And seriously, the milk contractor's driver has spilled his coffee and decided to take the day off. It should be available tomorrow. That's fair. I think that's fair. He spilled his coffee. I mean, come on. We can't expect miracles of people, and the poor dude spilled his coffee, right? So we'll allow him a little bit of leeway on that. So do I start the combining? No, I'm not going to start the combining. I'm going to start the tractor work first. But the tractors, I'm sort of thinking that I go with, that's the one that I've got at the moment, 76,000. And then that's the Starer that I went and bought. Now, I can get that one just as it is. If I get the bigger engine, that's an extra 5 grand. That's 117,000. Just a little tiny bit more. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start this tractor up, and I'm going to get that mower on the back of it. And then that should take us through till 10 o'clock, which, we kind of need that to get some of the moisture to burn off the crop that we've got. Let's bring that back. There we go. We've got the mower. And 10 o'clock will get me another 3 grand. So I don't need to increase my loan. I haven't been able to pay off any of my loan, admittedly, but I don't need to increase it. So 120,000. and I go into here. We go to the medium tractors, and I get a second stayer for now. We will be looking at getting another Valtra. That's the one that I got. That's 175, whereas this one is a little bit cheaper. So I'd rather run a second one of these at the moment. Now, wheels, I don't want twins. No. Wide, just standard wide tires, I think, at the moment. Because I don't think I can afford anything. That's 117. If I go wide and weights, that's plus 8 grand. Ooh, I can afford that. 120,000. Only just, but I can afford it. Front loader attachment, no. Yeah, let's do it. Although I'm not using weights on the other ones, am I? I'm just using wide tires, so I'll go with wide tires on this one. I'll buy that. There. The only problem... Oh, delivery charge. I was going to say, the only problem is I don't know if I can afford a weight. Definitely can't afford a weight now with that delivery charge that I've just gone and hooked out for. That's another issue. There's another problem that we've got, and it's that front weight there that I'm using. I need 1,350 for that, so I am going to go and get a little tiny bit of loan in order to cover that. I'm going to borrow another 5 grand, just so that I've got the front weight, because that's something that we kind of need, isn't it? Really. So they got that one for the Valtra, and then the other 2 tractors are using this front weight right here. So I'm going to get that one, and as it's the stayer, we either want to color it white like that, or we're going to want to color it red. Massey Ferguson red, I would have thought. What color have I got the other front weight? Not you. It is. It's red over there. I can see it. I think Massey Ferguson red I will go with rather than Case IH red. So it's a 1500 there. Case IH. Massey. There's not a lot of difference in it, is there? Alright, so we'll buy that one for 1,450 right there. There's our front weight, and we've now got the second tractor over here. So we've got 3 tractors here, which means 2 can work the fields, 1 can help do the combining, and so on. And we've got 1 over this side here that can do this work over this side. So let's unfold this one like this. I'm gonna just... I'll do a pass along the top side of this field right here. Just like this, and then I'm gonna leave the rest of the fields just with the hired help working standard straight up and down. I'm not gonna like try and do anything fancy. I'm not gonna try and do anything different. I'm just gonna have the hired help running straight up and down here. There is 1 tree down that end that potentially could cause us some problems, but I'm hopeful on that front. I'm very, very hopeful. There you go. Off he goes, and we've got the nice fast speed on it as well. We've got a decent bit of fertilizer on there. We've got our slurry tanker over there, which will be able to add in some more. I just want to check the actual cows. We have used up all of that, so we're down to 40% productivity. But it won't last very long. Like, once we've got this hay done, that'll be absolutely brilliant. So then I want to go to this combine over here. He's ready and raring to go. He has been for some time. I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to have a look at the settings. I want to increase the turn angle to 100% in there, and I want to turn off the wait during unload. Okay, and go. Oh. Have I got straw chopping or straw... Nope, straw's being dumped out properly. That's good. So we've now got 2 big Russell Mash combines working away. There's the other one. And this one, like, I went there because I was thinking I might go right round the field a couple of times, but then I'm thinking, no, we don't want to do that because it kind of like causes a few issues, doesn't it? So instead of doing that, I'm going to just run this combine twice along this bottom end. And then we will turn it round and we will go and do something the other way. So if I just press H there, it will automatically unfold the combine itself and lower in and go whizzing off across this side. Helper A is blocked by an object. You're not Helper A, are you? There's Helper A. Well, yeah, that's to be expected. Right. I will see if Helper A is... gonna be able to get down here and get round this corner. We've got, like, there's gonna be these bits of straw everywhere. It's potentially gonna cause us some problems. I love the speed. I'm never gonna get tired of the speed of these combines. It's just something very, very awesome about that. Right, I'm gonna turn off the hired help second. Let's bring that one back. I am gonna quickly switch over to this combine over here and make sure that he is turning. He is at the moment. Let me start that one up. Manually do this here like this. And then go. And I'll just keep an eye up there for when that combine comes racing out that end so that I can go and take it and set it going on the next part that I want it to do. You will get to there. Turn off the hired help and manually kind of like just work it round this corner as well. There, like that. I'm going to bring it up to about there and off you go. Right, that one should be able to go and deal with that itself now, which means then you've come out over this side. I'm happy with that bit there, so then we're going to send you down to the other end of the field here, and I'm going to do it from this side over here. And then you'll work along the top end of the field twice. And then you can carry right on. So I want to get the truck out into the road over there so that we're ready to start loading that one up. And I'm also going to want to get the tractor out with the auger wagon so that we can start using that one. You're going up through there. That's good. Mowing is coming along nicely, and we've got a decent crop here as well. Look at that. It does look like we've got a nice bit of crop in there. So it's that one that I'm after. I'm going to load on this Reebok Ninja 19,000 right here. Get you. Yes, this is only a 19,000 litre capacity at the moment as well. Like, I haven't got anything special on this one. I will get something special. I'm just not doing it yet. This one down here, the absolutely wonderful, wonderful truck. I love this truck. Oh, that sounds so good. Every time. Right, it's not going to do it again. Okay, fine. And over to this combine here, and you, I'm just going to slowly inch you forward a little bit like that. There we go. Right, and twice along this top end. Now, oats, we don't get anywhere near as much yield from oats as we do from the other straw crops. But, I mean, you still get some. You still do get a decent bit, but yeah, like wheat and barley, you get way more yield than you do with oats, but it's reflected in the price. If you have a look over here, and we go back this way, oats sells for like nearly double. I mean, there we got 1,300 for barley. Here we got 1838 is the highest price currently listed for oats. So I need to find my ever so important piece of paper, which is right here, and 2,146 is the highest that I've seen. So if we take off 210 off of that, that leaves me with about 1,900. So we're a fraction under. None of these prices are currently altering either. So, I mean, it's pretty close to 10% of the highest point right there on that 1,800. So I'm thinking that I might just take everything to the ranch and sell it anyway. But it is technically just a little tiny bit below the price that I would normally want to get before I was to sell anything. So yeah, we'll see what we think of this once we have completed the harvest. Once we've gone and pulled all the oats out. I got 1,500 left. Right this second, I don't have any major purchases that I want to make. I've got the two combines now, the two bigger combines, so I'm happy with those. And we've got the bigger seed drills and stuff like that. We've increased the size of the grass field. So we kind of like working on the grass field, and we're going to want to do something with the cows so that we can potentially get them going at a full 100% fairly soon. but it's not like a crucial thing. Like, we'll get there. It just might take a minute or two to actually do it. So, like, the grass just here. He's doing a brilliant job with this. He's doing an absolutely fantastic job. This is now the vehicle for the farm, and this one comes with a front loader on it as well. So we could actually get a front loader, and we could get a muck spreader in here instead of just a slurry spreader. We could also have a muck spreader in here and do stuff. I mean, I'm not going to. It went a little bit kind of blurry and funny just then, because this combine here is trying to turn round and round and round and round on the bit that's left on the standard hired help. So I'm just going to let it go up to there, then I'm going to stop. I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn off the hired help extension, and I'm going to whiz around, and we'll just pick this little bit out, dump that, and then I can get this one going in the next field. Let's lower you down into that bit of crop right there. Nice and quick as well. It really does make a significant difference using this one. I think we might change over and have the grain cart on the stayer. I think we might actually just use the new stayer that we've gone and purchased. Be quite a good one for it to do. And we just bring that one out a tiny bit like that. Just there. Okay, so you do one pass along this bottom end, and then I will send you racing off up there. Possibly we will be able to get away with not doing anything along the top end of this one. The oats up there, that other combine, that one's full. I'm just going to leave that one go anyway. I'm just going to ignore it. And you are going to get to that point right there. You slowed down a little bit already. You were doing your turnaround. So Helper C has got a full grain tank. If I bring you back this way, I'll leave the Valtra on the grain cart at the moment. But I'm thinking it will probably change that one over in a bit, because then I can start using the Valtra to pick up all of the straw. So you can keep going there. But for a minute, we'll just have the Valtra on here. We'll run up and we'll empty that combine there. I'm going to need a bigger grain cart. I'm not going to be able to get 2 full combine loads in this one grain cart, am I? That's just not going to be able to happen. So I'm going to need a bigger one of these. I don't know when I should do that. That's something we will look at. I'm not quite sure when it's going to happen, but it is definitely something on our to-do list, on our to-buy list. That's going to happen. That combine over there is not going to be able to get to the bottom end of the field before it runs out of space on it. So we'll let this one here just start moving, and then I will go back underneath it. The mowing has now finished, so we'll go over there and we'll get the hay turner on and we'll start turning. And then we'll be able to do the raking after that, with that lovely little front-mounted rake that we've got. This little bit here, see, it's not going to make a huge difference to the amount that we get off of this combine, but like just following it to the end of the row, it does at least give it a little tiny bit extra. Another couple, I think we've actually got about 1,000 litres extra oats coming out of there. That combine over there is now turning round. It's got a little bit of a steep bit just there. If it's able to, see, it's able to do that bit over on that corner, which means that the rest of it is absolutely no problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chase down alongside this one a little bit and take some of this out. And yes, just ignore the fact that I'm driving on the crop. We'll just pretend that that bit's not happening. I'll unload some of this. Once I've unloaded some of it, I'll go and actually I might just take a full grain cart, fill up the grain cart, and then we can deal with the combine afterwards. Because I need to, yeah, this will buy me a bit of time. I can go and start changing over the mower for the hay turner over there. So if I bring you out there like that. And then once this one's emptied out, we'll be able to go and take some more off of the combines. So I want you to go there and ignore you. It's this one right here. Have you done everything? Yes, you have. You've done an absolutely fantastic job. So let's go back into here. We want to get the hay turner on now. And even though you can, like, change the direction on the hay turner, I'm kind of thinking that I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to let the hired help just carry straight on with it. Although I am very tempted. I'm starting to think, actually, it might be better. We have to drop that one from height. Unfortunately, we have no choice. Thinking it might be better if we do actually take the hay turner and manually just do once around the outside before we set the rest of it going, so that we can just like chuck this grass into the middle a little bit, because otherwise it's going to end up like being thrown back by quite a long way. So I bring you down like that, and then lower you down, and then we turn the wheels like that as far over as they will go. Start that one, and then just bring the tractor in like that, and it just angles it over a little tiny bit. It's not throwing it long distances. It's throwing it enough, though, that it sort of stops it from causing us any problems. Which, that's the bit that I like. Right? It's not changing the world or anything, but it's definitely moving it, like, it's moving it in just enough to make it look tidy. And that's all we need. We don't need any more than that. And it also means that, like, down the end here, it throws it in from the edge of the field, just where the mower has kicked out the grass just a little bit. That's going to be the same up this side as well. It's just going to throw it in a little bit. See, it's not perfect. It's absolutely not perfect, but it's enough to just tidy it. It's still leaving little bits out there, but it's still shunting most of it in. That's all I want. And right up to that corner like that. There. So now, if I lift that, what that does is actually straightens the wheels. And then I can bring it back round like this. Right the way round. Oop, that's turning too sharp. Right the way back round like that. Still trying to turn too sharp. It's not very easy to turn this one. Over there. Helper B has got a nearly full grain tank. Yeah, okay. And then just start the hired help going again. Right, off you trot. Now it's going to make hay. And then once that's done, we can get the rake. And then we got to get our forage wagon up here and do something with that. So you are almost full. You over here are now empty. Let's fold that one back in. And I will run over and empty this first combine out. And then we'll be able to come back and empty the second one out. That combine there is not going to take long to actually finish all of this field. I'm thinking I might we'll follow this combine all the way down to the end of the field here, but then I'm going to jump into the combine and I'm going to have it come down that side there so that we're not like trying to drive into the truck at any point. Just like keep things going smoothly there. And once this field is finished, then I can use the forage wagon and pick up the rows of straw just on the ends of the field. So there's one run on the end of this field down the bottom end behind us, and then the other one has got 2 runs on each end, and then there'll be a little bit up the top as well. But I'm going to take all of the straw that I can over to the cows for now, because I want to store up some extra for them so that we've got plenty there, because like as we start to sell some of the other crops, and we're also selling the milk, we're getting our nightly income from, well, hourly income from the solar panels as well. Like, all of this is starting to add up. It's more and more money that's coming in, which means that we will be in a position to buy a lot more cows, which means that we're going to need a whole load more straw in order to be able to cover everything. So that's kind of what we're going to need to future-proof ourselves now against all of that extra that we're going to be getting. So I'm just going to take you to there. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.